o'clock in the morning. It's Tuesday, it's wet, and it's week 8 of my half marathon plan. I last ran at my half marathon PB in 2018 at the Manchester Half Marathon. That time was 1:48:45, I think, and that was 5 years ago. I was 44. It's now 2023. I'm 3 weeks away from being 50, and I'm back trying to beat my best half marathon time at the Valencia Half Marathon in 5 weeks' time. So my Manchester Half Marathon time, I was pretty pleased with that. I honestly thought I'd kick on from there, and actually the weekend after I ran my then 5k PB of 22:08, which I've since beat. I was being coached, I was in a pretty decent place, I was feeling fit. I was suffering from shin splints, but I was managing it. And since that time, 5 years, there's been a lot of things that have gone on. We've had a global pandemic, which I basically did pretty much no running for 18 months. And my fitness went right down to, rubbish. I piled on, I was about 13 and a bit stone, and I just lost the passion for running. But a quick trip to the doctor and high blood pressure medication and high cholesterol medication later, it was about time that I got back out and started running again. In the start of 2022, I got my trainers back on and I started running again. I was lucky enough to get a London Marathon ballot place for this year, which sadly I had to pull out from because of injury. But since probably early part of last year, I've been back running full time, 3 or 4 times a week, and my fitness is slowly coming back. I'm just coming to the end of a 3-mile easy run after an 11-mile session on Sunday, and I thought it was about time to give you a bit of a review about where I am and how the Runna app is guiding me to a PB. And there we go, workout finish. 36 minutes, 3.8 miles, around 9:25 pace, nice easy recovery from the session at the weekend. So, okay, if any of you have watched my previous videos, you'll know that from being coached properly in 2018 to now, I have opted to test out an app for coaching, and I've chosen the Runna app, and I'm on their 12-week half marathon training plan to guide me to the Valencia Half Marathon. It's a bit windy, so I apologise if there's wind noise. So I'm 8 weeks in, and so far it's going really well. I've already done 2 videos, which I will link in the description, about my first couple of weeks with the Runna app, and now I've completed 7 weeks. I thought it was about time that we gave really good, honest review about how things have gone. It is 7:15. I'm supposed to be working 15 minutes. I've still got to get home, get showered, get changed, drive to work. So we'll carry this conversation on in a little while. And just like that, it's 4 days later and it's Saturday. I know I was going to do a little bit more video after Tuesday's run, which was just the bit of footage that you just saw. But I've been super busy this week. I run my own business and I've been down in London at a massive event, and then I went to awards night, which we were in the finals for. Sadly, we didn't win, but it's been a busy week, but I've still managed to get my sessions in apart from Friday. Now, I missed Friday because I had a little bit of shin pain, and I just felt, as this is a down week, before my last big push to the half marathon in Valencia in October, that it was probably a little bit sensible just to have those few extra days to recover. Now it seems like an absolutely perfect time to delve into the app a little bit more. I'm 7 weeks in, or almost 8 weeks in, and I think I'm in a pretty decent position now to give you a really good, honest review. I'm super, super impressed with the Runna app. Now, I've previously been coached by a real human being coach, and it was absolutely brilliant. He knew how to tailor my plan. He knew what paces to give me. We were able to sit down and discuss target races together and training strategies. And to be fair, having a coach worked really, really well. COVID came, I had really terrible shin splints, and I stopped running for 18 months to fully recover through the global pandemic. And last year I started running again, and now I'm back to training 4 times a week. And to be honest with you, I was looking around for different ways to try and get that half marathon PB, which I desperately want. And I heard a lot of things about the Runna App. I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube, most recently one done by the Running Channel, fantastic channel by the way, all about the Runna App. And I thought, do you know what, I'm actually going to give this a try. I'm going to try and see if an app can guide me to a PB. Now, as I said earlier on, my PB for the half marathon was set 5 years ago in 2018 at the Manchester Half Marathon. It was 1:47:45, I believe. And I've not been able to get anywhere closer since. And I'm going to just jump straight into my phone so you can have a look at the different type of variants of sessions that you get, and look how to change things around to give you a really good snapshot of what the app looks like. So here we go, guys. This is my actual plan overview. As you can see, it's for the Valencia Half Marathon, which I'm running on the 22nd of October. I've completed 7 out of 12 weeks. My target for the full 12-week plan is 235 miles, and I've done 118. And you can see here it gives me my estimated half marathon time, which currently is sitting between 1:42 and 1:46. My progress today is I've done week 1, week 2. You can see all the ticks off of where I am up to. So I think if we dive into one of the weeks, and we'll pick week 4 for example. Okay, so let's have a look at what we did week 4. So week 4 was 3.1 mile easy run. And the description, as you can see down the bottom, is easy run at a conversational pace, no faster than 9-10 minute miling. And you also get a little bit of feedback from the coach of Runna App. So Coach Stephen basically gave me a little bit of a heads up about what the run's all about. Wednesday's session was a progressive hotspot run. So it was a 20 to 30 minute, depending on what paces you were doing. And this is the description of the run. I had a 2K warm up, 1.2 mile 2K warm up at 8:55 pace. I then had 1K at 8:15, 1K at 7:35, and then a 1K cool down. Again, Coach Ben this time gave me a little bit of input and told me how to tackle the run. And I'll just quickly read this one because it is really, really short. So Coach Ben said, starting off with a progressive effort and building up to a 1K hotspot. A hotspot is a flat out, fast, give it all effort. I've given you a pace target for guidance, but feel free to push past this if you have any more in the tank today. Good luck. I think that's pretty cool, nice little touch there. Friday was 200 meter repeats. And again, we can click into that and have a look exactly what the session was all about. So, 1 minute warm up at conversational pace, no faster than 9-10 minute miling. And then I had a 60-second walk recovery. And the coach wanted me to add in sort of some strides, some 10-second strides, which I did, which was great. So then I had 2 blocks of 6 reps of 0.1 of a mile at 7:10 pace with 60-second walking rest in between. And then 90-second walking rest at the end of those, and then a 1K cool down. So actually, that's a pretty cool session. I actually really quite enjoyed doing that. That's how it looks. In the Runna App, once you've completed it, you can see there's my first block, then there's a little bit of rest, there's my second block, 9:03 warm up, 9:12 cool down, block 1, block 2. And then we moved on to Sunday. I just literally had a 5 mile long run at a comfortable pace. Nice, super easy. That was actually a down week. And then let's move on and have a look at week 5, just so you can get a variant as well. So week 5, again, Tuesday, always my easy long run. It was literally a 3.8 mile easy run, which I ran at, I think average pace 9:16, bang on the money, that's fine. Wednesday, I had half easy, half tempo session. So I had 2K at 8:50 pace, 2K at 7:45 pace, and then a 1K cool down. Really nice and easy session. Friday was a pyramid session. I love doing pyramid sessions. Just under a mile warm up, and then the pyramid went from 0.1 of a mile at 6:40, 0.25 of a mile at 6:50, half a mile at 7:20, 3/4 of a mile at 7:35, and then back down the pyramid, half a mile at 7:20, 0.25 at 6:50, 0.1 at 6:40, and then a 0.3 mile cool down. That was a really, really good session. I actually really quite enjoyed that. And then Sunday, we just had an 8.7 mile long run, 1.9 mile at a comfortable pace. Then we were thrown in some race pace blocks. So I had 2.5 miles at 8:05 to 8:25, another 2K in the middle, easy pace, and then another 2.5 miles at 8:05 to 8:25, and then a 1K cool down. So as I was saying earlier on, if you are unable to run, this is your week schedule, it's easy for you just to highlight that and move it up. So if you wanted to do that run on a Monday, you could do. If you wanted to do Wednesday's run on a Thursday, that's fine, you can do that as well. Or if you wanted to change Sunday's long run because you can go and do it on a Saturday instead. That's pretty cool. I like the way that you can just rearrange your week, nice and easy. If you ever need to change anything, you can do it in your plan management. So you can change your running ability. This is where you can select as a beginner, intermediate, or an advanced, or an elite. If you have picked an intermediate plan and you feel like it's a little bit too full on, you can drop your plan down to a beginner kind of level, and it will adjust your sessions, length, speed, all that sort of stuff to a beginner sort of standard. This is where you can select how many times you want to run per week. So you can select 2, 3, 4, 5, however many you want, to be honest with it. It's really good. And then what days you are available to run. So again, if you're not available on a Thursday, you can just uncheck that box, and then you can say no runs on a Thursday, and Runner will not schedule a run for you on a Thursday. That's pretty cool. You can also choose your long run days. I always have my long run days on a Sunday because they correspond really well with races. Majority of races are on a Sunday. And when you're setting up your plan, you put in your target race date. For me, Valencia Half Marathon, 22nd of October. Runner offers a free strength and conditioning section for you to build up your strength. And it's completely free when you actually sign up. And all you need to do is you need to set that up. And I'll actually do this now, to be honest with you. So you can start with it. So I'm going to say you can choose beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I am an intermediate with strength work because I have done it before. You can have your strength training purely on running focus, or all-round strength. I want it on running focus. I'm going to do sessions, say, of 30 minutes, and I want to do 2 sessions a week. So what sessions do I want to do? I think actually I'm going to do a Monday and a Wednesday. And it'll ask you here, what have you got at home? So I've got a stretch band, I've got a kettlebell. And you can pick anything on here and it will build your sessions based on what you've got around the home. And now it's building my plan. It's that easy. And it will build, sessions starting next week for me. Let's have a look and see what it's done. So then if I go back and I look at, what am I on? Let's go to week 9, which will be the next full week that I'm on. And look, Monday, I've now got a legs and core endurance S&C session built into my plan, which I can do on Monday. So if I'm honest, I've been really impressed with the Runna App. And yes, it's not a human that you can go and have a face-to-face meeting to talk about, how was the race last week? Oh, it's great. I had this problem. What shall I do here? Oh, let's have a look at this. Oh, okay. It's not that. And once you get that through your head and you appreciate what you're getting and take it for what it is really good. Now, the one thing with the Runna App is you can talk to your coaches through a chat session as well, which is brilliant. I haven't used it yet because I haven't felt the need to actually talk to anybody. I think the sessions are all very straightforward. It does what it says on the tin. I haven't had any issues or any problems. I have had some injury niggles and I've had to just manage them myself, whereas with a human coach, I was able to send a message or pick up the phone, or in my regular one-to-ones, we'd talk about those injuries and we'd put some plans together on how to manage them. You don't really get that with the Runna App, but that's okay. That's not a problem. I actually go and see a physio anyway, so I get my advice from my physio, and I get my running sessions from the Runna App. How do I feel it's improved my fitness? I think it's massively improved my fitness. I was 6 weeks into the Runna App training and I managed to run a 21:58 5k PB, which my previous PB was 22:08, which again I set in 2018 when I was being coached. And that's me 6 weeks in. And I can feel that my pace is getting quicker, my fitness is getting much better, and my endurance is getting a lot better. And I'm really, really happy with it. I opted to pay for the year subscription, which was £100. And I think that's really good value for money, considering my coach that I used, I was paying 35 quid a month, I believe, 35, 40 pound a month. It was around there anyway. So it's much cheaper than a traditional person that you go and see. It depends what you need. My next progression will probably to go back to a coach. I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm 50 in 2 weeks' time. I'm never going to be an elite athlete. I'm an average Joe runner. How annoying. GoPro battery just died and I haven't got a charger here to charge it up. So I'm finishing this video on my phone to draw some conclusions and to end this week's video. So let me just put that down there. So where was I? Yes, I am an average runner just trying to get better times and enjoy my running again. So the Runna app is giving me everything that I need. Honestly, it is. The variant of sessions is really, really good. It seems to provide really strong, varied sessions that keep me entertained and I'm enjoying, basically. I don't feel the need to go back to a coach yet. Will I go back? That might be my next step. I may go back to a running coach. It just really depends. I am almost 50, but I've got many, many years ahead of me of running, and I do believe that I can run a ton faster than I am. So 5 weeks to go till Valencia, or is it 4? 4 weeks to go till Valencia. Do I share my goals? I started this Runna app kind of experiment with a specific aim of trying to beat my 1:48:45 PB, and that is my goal. The Runna app thinks that I'm going to be able to knock it out in between 1:42 and 1:46. I'll be happy with the 1:46. I'll be ecstatic with the 1:42. Realistically, I don't think I'm in that kind of shape yet. I think I would need a ton more training to be able to get down to low 140s. But I have a secret weapon, which I'm going to show you. They're under here. I have used them already, and I've got my 5kp. I have a secret weapon. I should have prepared these earlier, but I have got a secret weapon. Do you want to know what they are? Hang on. These are my secret weapon to my half marathon PB attempt. The Hoka Rocket X2s. I love these shoes. They are just amazing. It's like putting springs in your trainers. Honestly, I've ran a couple of times in these and they're phenomenal. My pace was just brilliant. And these will be worn on the start line of Valencia Half. And I do believe that 4 more weeks worth of training in combination with the super shoes, and I should be getting that PB. So Valencia bound, 4 weeks, half marathon PB, Runna app, kicking its ass, Hoka Rocket X2, propelling me down the road for that super 1:45. That's what I'm saying. 1:45. 1:45 would be good. What do you think? See you on the next one.